everybody. Namaste. It's 5 o'clock, so we're going to start off with our mantra meditation, Kirtan. You've got some mantra sheets there. Thanks for coming, welcome. And we'll do 15 minutes just to start. The first couple aren't on the mantra sheets. They're offering our respect to our spiritual teacher, which we always do. Then the other ones will be on there mainly. It's not a performance or like I'm not up here doing, we're sharing the mantras, we're all together. So, and it doesn't matter about, luckily for us, your voice or your musical abilities. You can tap two sticks together or you don't even need anything, with the Gauranga. That especially, it's a good one to do with your breath. And you don't need any instruments. Jiva will do more of a sort of a mindfulness Gauranga with no instrument, with a backing track after the 15 minutes. So that's a really good one. But don't think, it's nothing to do with how good our voice is. It's the mantras that have the spiritual sound vibrations, and that's what benefits us. So the first two, don't worry, and then you can join in when you want, or just listen when you want, or however you feel. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Shrimati Siddha Swarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Shrimati Siddha Swarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gobhakta Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadha Shivasadi Gobhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Your turn. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Your turn. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Haribo Nitai Go Haribo Haribo Nitai Go Haribo Haribo Nitai Go Haribo Haribo Nitai Go Haribo. Haribo Nitai Go Haribo Haribo Nitai Go Haribo. Haribo Nitai Go Haribo Haribo Nitai Go Haribo. Thank you everyone. Welcome. Anyone who just came in, there's some mantra sheets up there, and I'd like to invite Jiva Krishnadas to, we'll do some more Garanga, then a talk, and then dinner, and then more chanting.
Okay, so yeah, we're just going to go into a little breathing focus, bit of focus on our breath, and then we're going to practice saying a mantra in harmony with our breathing. So so what we'll do is, if everybody would like to have their eyes closed and just sit comfortably, whatever's most comfortable. And then just begin by just focusing on your breath. Just put your attention onto the breath. You don't need to do anything too much other than that. Just watching your breath. If you can, there's one little thing you can do, and that is on your inward breath, try and take it in through your nose. The outward breath doesn't matter so much, but the inward breath through the nose, and just watching the breath. And as you're watching the breath like this, you should be finding that it's slowing down. Maybe your breathing's slow anyway, but it definitely will be with this practice. It'll be slowing down. It'll be becoming deeper, pretty much automatically. It's quite amazing. It never ceases to amaze me. Just put your attention on it, and it'll slow down and become deep. And as this happens, you should find that your mind will tend to calm down a little bit as well. You know, if you came into the room tonight with, any thoughts of anxiety or worries or, anything at all, really, it'll all be gone just by simply this focus. So on your inward breath, you can additionally feel your body, feel the energy coming into your body with that inward breath. And on the outward breath, just relaxing, breathing out any tension you may be carrying, breathing out any worries, just breathe it all out. So this breath focus, you find it in some of the Hatha Yoga texts, describing how when the mind is when the breath is slow, then the mind is very calm. And when the breath is very agitated, generally the mind will be agitated as well. So this is just a very easy practice that we almost know instinctively. We pretty much know, our friends or someone will just tell us, if you're stressing out or freaking out about something, take a breath, just focus on your breath. And it's true. So much of yoga practice is actually like that. It actually is very instinctive. We kind of know so much already, but we've forgotten. So anyway, this breathing, it's like a preliminary technique. It's not really meditation proper. It's a type of meditation in a sense, in that we're have a specific focus, but it's not full yoga meditation as such. So what we're going to do now is just in harmony with our breathing, we're going to say this mantra, Gauranga, beautiful yoga mantra, which means the golden one, and we'll just be doing it along with our breathing. We're going to take we'll do on our inward breath, we can just mentally focus on this sound Gauranga. And on the outward breath, we'll say Gauranga with a long, drawn out, it'll last as long as the outward breath, and it'll kind of like go Gauranga. I didn't do it right, but we'll put our little backing track on, and we'll use that as a guide, and we'll just go along. So I'll put the track on and just join in with it whenever you like. So you'll get the idea. And the focus, don't stress with the focus. It's just very easygoing, relaxed focus. And if your mind drifts off, just bring it back. And this is the beauty of loud chanting out loud. It's very easy to focus. Okay, so I'll put this track on, and away we go. Just join in whenever you like. So I'm going to breathe in. just do one more. And we can just listen for a little bit. I'll just turn it down a little bit now. We can just finish where we started, just focusing on the breath again. Inward breath revitalizing, the outward breath relaxing. And just whenever you're ready, you can gradually open your eyes, become aware of the room again. You can rub your palms together if you like, get a little bit of warmth happening. Just have a little massage of the face. So, hope that was a nice experience for everybody. So that's a, very simple way you can meditate. Mainly tonight, and we're going to be doing Kirtan. I think everybody knows Kirtan, or you soon will. This is what we're doing tonight. Different people get together, small groups of people, and we have chanting, meditation, and it makes our meditation practice really easier and actually quite nice and pleasant. So all these practices that we do, you can do alone, especially like this practice we just did, Gauranga, focusing on the breath. You can just remember that. It's a really simple technique. If you ever find yourself stressing out for one reason or another, yelling at somebody or wanting to yell at somebody, just imagine there's somebody there. Take a breath. You take a breath, and you'll find it works. Your attention will immediately leave whatever the problem was, and it'll come to your breath. And if you can think of meditating on this mantra, Gauranga, so much the better. That's even more potent. So these mantras that we're singing, this is going to be our practice for tonight. Some of you haven't been here, I don't think, or at least I haven't seen you, so maybe you have been here. I don't come here that often, once a week. This is our practice. We're going to be singing mantras together. Later on it'll be with music, with our instruments, not so much with the breath. So there's different ways to practice this kind of meditation. It's called mantra meditation, and then there's specific. Kirtan is when we're using music, and japa is when we use beads. But it's all the same practice, just different ways to meditate according to the circumstances, the environment. If you're alone somewhere and you don't want to be playing your guitar and chanting loudly, then you can have your beads, or you can even meditate silently. So we don't really teach silent meditation as a technique. We don't teach it as such, but you'll find that that will happen a lot spontaneously due to our external practice, due to singing the mantras out loud and so on. You'll find that that'll find a little place in your mind, and hopefully even deeper in your heart, and you'll find that you'll want to just be meditating silently as well. So, has anybody got any questions about what we're doing? I'll start with you guys first. If anybody's inquisitive about any aspect of what we're doing, I'll try and answer. or if not, I'll continue to try and say a few things. There's a lot to say. But if anybody's got any something specific, I'd like to do that. Yeah.
Maybe could you talk about like what the difference is between doing kirtan in a group and doing it alone? Like how does that meditation?
Very little difference. Officially, technically, kirtan is simply one or more, two people. Two people can be kirtan. Usually it's more, like tonight, maybe 15, or maybe later some more people come, maybe 20, 25. So, but it can be just 2 or 3 people, and that's kirtan. And it's good no matter what. And if, and if you're just alone and you're musically inclined, then yeah, go for it. It's not officially kirtan, but it's still very powerful, potent meditation, even on your own. Generally, though, the idea of kirtan, though, it's like once you start doing this practice and you're getting a taste for it, you'll find that you don't want to just do it on your own. You want to, it's not like that. When you find something really nice, you automatically want to tell, firstly, your friends, the people you know, and then beyond that, you'll want to tell anybody and everybody you can about it. That's what we're here for, to try and, a few of us here have been doing this meditation for a long time, and we've gotten so much out of it in our life. It's helped us so much. It's become the main focus of our life, and we want to, we get together and we want to share it with others. And because like everybody here, how did you hear about it? You heard about it from someone, right? Somebody told you. Like me, I heard about it from someone. I heard about it from my teacher, my spiritual teacher. And I gave a little prod as well. He said, "Don't be a miser. Don't be a miser. You've received this wonderful gift now. Don't just hang on to it yourself. Passing it around to others." So that's the inspiration for this place, and not just this place. This is just a building, but it's the inspiration for different people who are passing this on. So kirtan, especially kirtan's really, with more people. Like sometimes we're alone. Like this afternoon, for example, I was alone at my home, and I don't always do it, but I picked up the guitar and I belted out a few mantras really loudly, and so it wasn't kirtan, but it was meditation. So, but kirtan is really easy, because like there's a few of us here tonight. If you're feeling tired and you don't want to do any work, you can just sit there and have your eyes closed. You don't have to do a thing. You don't have to chant if you don't want to. You can just sit and listen. So that's the beauty of kirtan. It sort of makes this practice. You get 2 or 3 people singing. Well, some of us here, we've experienced this countless times over the years, that people will just hear this singing and they'll just be drawn to it, and they don't even know what's going on. They don't necessarily join in, but they do join in the sense that they're listening. They're hearing this thing. What's this strange sound these people are singing? Gauranga? What's that? Krishna? Actually, they're not strange anymore. They were strange 50 years ago when they first came here, but these days, everybody's heard of Krishna. So, yeah, that's one of the nice things. Sometimes myself, I'm pretty lazy these days. Later on, I'm just going to sit on the couch and listen. I'm going to do a little bit of the work, but I'm going to be sitting and listening to everybody, others later as well. So, you know, if you know, you guys are all young, so, you know, get into it if you like. But there's no rule, you know what I'm saying? There's no rule, and the hearing is the key. The key to this whole thing is when you're hearing these mantras, what's the hearing? The sound is entering into your ear and it's entering into your mind. And we're advised to try as much as possible, let it come in, be open. Even if you don't know what it is, even if you're a little bit unsure, try, just, you know, you're here tonight for a little while, so just open up and just let it come in and let it wash over you, and try and soak it up as much as you can. And that's what this meditation is. You know, we can block it out. You know, sometimes, you know, everybody knows what I'm saying, right? You know, don't try and not have any mental barriers if you can. And at least for the next hour or so, the next hour while we're here doing this chanting, try to just let it in and see what happens. You know, you got nothing to lose. If you decide at the end of it, oh, I don't like this, then okay, you haven't lost anything. But at least try the experience, because it's so many people throughout history have experienced the wonderful nature of this meditation, simply focusing on these beautiful yoga mantras. So when what actually happens in a technical sense is, you know, there's different ways to see, to understand what's going on. In a technical sense, the hearing of these sounds will have a purifying effect on your mind and your heart. Just like pretty much most of us have got things in our minds at one time or another that we'd rather not be there. Anyone? Anyone got? Yep, I've got one. Yes. I think if we're all honest, we'll have. I have things in my mind that I'm like, oh God, yeah, stop. Where did that come from? You know, things that you're embarrassed about, things that you don't want to tell anybody. That I just had this thought. Wow, it's a. I hope I'm not the only perverted person in the room. So you have these things. You have what's called impurities in general, and there's all kind of different kind of impurities, and they're all these impurities are born from self-centeredness, basically. It's all about me, isn't it? All these thoughts, embarrassing thoughts we may have, it's some desire that we have which we're not particularly proud of. So these are the impurities of the mind. And so these mantras act as a way to wash away these impurities. Just like, you know, you want to wash dirt off your body. You get the water. You want to wash dirt out of your mind, you get the water. The water is sound, spiritual sound, vibration. And I can explain it like that. There's no real need for you to accept what I'm saying. I'm just saying that for your information. You may accept it, you may not. Eventually, if you do this, you'll find that it actually works. It'll actually have an effect. And the initial effect is you'll never feel it. You'll never experience it, oh, that particular piece of dirt got washed away, or this particular, you won't experience that, but you will experience the pleasantness. You'll experience, oh gee, this is nice. just like when you have a shower, you don't necessarily experience every little individual piece of dirt. Oh, that one's gone. Or maybe a little bit you do, but generally it's just, oh, this is nice. This feels good. So that's what's going on with chanting. It'll just be a pleasant experience, and that work will be done. That washing, cleansing will be done. And it's not going to happen overnight, of course, but so this is, I'm not making any of this up. This is coming from, our ancient line of teachers, yoga masters, and I'm still, in my life, I'm still doing it after many years. And the pleasant feeling hasn't gone away. It's not like, oh yeah, that was good, and now it's all over. Let's try something else. No, this is it. And what happens when we have this, this meditation ongoing, whether it's in Kirtan, whether it's ourself, just at home alone, or whether it's silently, whatever it may be, when we're focusing on these mantras, then, that it gradually, we develop what's called a higher taste. It's one of the important things, one of the crucial aspects of yoga practice. It's all about developing a higher taste. Isn't it, for example, why everybody comes to meditate? Why do we go to yoga school or this school or that school, meditation school or this spiritual place or that spiritual place? What are we looking for? We're looking for something, a higher taste, a higher experience than the normal humdrum of day in, day out material life. Isn't it? It must be. I don't know why anyone else. I don't know why. In my life when I started, and it may not necessarily even be on a conscious level. In my life it wasn't a conscious thing. When I first started, I was just wandering around like, didn't know what was going on anywhere, just going from one thing to another, doing one stupid thing after another in material life, trying to find enjoyment somewhere. I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't looking for anything spiritual as such. But when I came into contact with this, there was a certain flavour there. There was a certain experience that was different to all the normal stuff. Maybe it was more pronounced for me because I spent a lot of time in bars drinking and half drunk and half stoned and everything. So the comparison was pretty great. It was easy. But for people who are already on a more sane kind of level of living, maybe the experience isn't so profound. But that brings to mind another point about this chanting, is that, it's said that it's actually meant, this kind of meditation practice, the Kirtan especially, it's meant for people who are really low class. I can testify to that. That's what it's for. It's meant for really hopeless people. Because it's so easy. Because, normal people, they're nice and they're sane and they're good and they're everything and they've got a good understanding. So, in other words, what we're saying here is when your life is going well, materially speaking, there's a tendency to not be that very interested in spiritual progress. Tendency to not be like that. There's an old saying of the Bible, it's very difficult for a rich person to go to the spiritual world. Because hanging on to all the material things like my money, my house, there's all the material securities. They're very strongly attached. And so the inclination to think spiritual things is not very strong. It's not a rule, but these are just general tendencies. Whereas the poor people, the ones who have got nothing, they're struggling and their lives are just messed up. They're very interested to hear about something that may lead them out of their predicament, not necessarily by getting rich. The material solution is you've got to get rich to be happy, right? And who can do that now? Especially these days. Before, in the golden years, as us old timers say, back in all the baby boomers, it was. I can tell you, it was easy. Anybody could get a job, a good paying job. You could pay a little rent. Anybody could buy a house practically. Now look at it. Who can do that now? You've got to have a lot of money behind you. It's not so easy. And so people are suffering in a lot of that anxiety because of all the materialistic, all the uncertainty of the material situation. But for the poor people, the ones that have got nothing, oftentimes they will look in a different direction. They'll look to, or they'll recognise something else when they see it, as was my case. I was just a useless vagabond kind of person. Vagrant, they call it vagrant. You used to get arrested for vagrancy. You know what that is? You don't have a home. You're a vagrant. Now everybody's a vagrant and it's okay. It's okay. You can sleep anywhere and they won't arrest you. So that's okay. That's a good thing, actually. But so when you remember, this is another example of how when people are doing well, they're not so much interested in spiritual development. If you're doing well, you're not that interested. Maybe there's no rule, but I remember this really came home to me during the 9/11 thing. Remember 9/11 when the buildings came down? And I remember they were, people in droves were heading to the churches. All the churches in New York were filled with people. Because everybody's in anxiety, like what's happening, the end of the world's coming kind of thing. The United States has been attacked. There's big trauma. There was massive trauma at that time. And the churches, everybody went looking for spiritual something. They didn't know what. Maybe the church. Let's go to... And then gradually things got better. And the churches started to empty out. That's how it goes. It's not, I'm not trying to be overly critical. I'm just, describing, the way, this is how it is. Generally, when people are doing well materially, not struggling, life's okay, they're not so much interested in spiritual development. So, this, now that I've brought up the thing about churches, we can go to another. There's so many different ways to understand this mantra meditation, kirtan. So, like we were explaining before, it's a purifying process. We can understand it like that. And in another way, people often ask, is this meditation a type of a prayer? Is it like praying? And the answer is yes, it is. It's a type of prayer. So it can be, it can be whatever you want it to be in a sense. not whatever, but it can be something. It can be just done mechanically, like, for in the beginning especially, sometimes people don't see it as a prayer. It's just, clinical meditation. Okay, I'm meditating. It's nice, good. I'm getting something from it. I'm getting some peace, good. So it can be seen in that clinical sense, and that's correct. It is that. But gradually what can happen, especially if your understanding develops further, especially in the sense of realizing our spiritual nature. So this will happen. This is one of the basic teachings of yoga, that we're all spiritual in nature. We're not our body, we're not our mind, we're actually spiritual. Our essence is spiritual, that's who we really are. And our consciousness is pure, our deepest, our consciousness, who we really are, we're conscious. And that conscious is pure spiritual consciousness. And each and every one of us has it, but it's buried within us. We're not aware of it a lot of the time because we're so in the outer world, so to speak. We're so busy looking out, that we don't look in. But deep within us, we're a pure spiritual being. Each and every one of us. And each and every one of us is an individual spiritual being like that. And so this is like, one of the foundations of yoga wisdom. Everything else is built on that. Then from there, from that foundation, then you can expand your understanding. You can realize that it's not just me who's spiritual. We realize that each and every one of us is spiritual, and each and every one of us has come from an original spiritual source, who in the Yoga Sutras, this original source is sometimes called the cause, the original cause, or the original cause of all causes. What's that? Stretch out, okay. So that means dinner's a little way off yet. So original cause of all causes, or, commonly in the Western world, God. They say God. And it's a strange word, God. It's like, God. I think I looked it up once. I forget what it was. I think it comes from some German word called Gut or something like that. Anyway, it's referring to an original cause of all causes. God, the source of everything. And there's some beautiful, I won't read them all now, in the Bhagavad Gita, one of the yoga texts, there's some really beautiful verses which talk about the original cause. It's the source of all spiritual and material energies. And we're a part of that. We're a part of that spiritual energy. Each and every one of us. Or as different, sometimes people say we're the children of God. Everybody's the children of God.
Same as the creator? Or?
Yeah, you could say the creator. The creator, the original cause, the source. Yeah, the original creator. So when you have this expanded understanding, then meditation becomes not just a thing for yourself. It's not just like, oh, me, I'm me. The whole yoga process is about this gradual movement, this gradual transition away from me. What about me? You remember that song? Does anyone know that song? Yeah. What about me? It isn't fair. I want my share. Hello. I don't know how anyone can sing that. It's really, I'm trying to imagine myself singing that for real. What about me? So it's not what about me. We're moving away from this what about me to a more expanded understanding. What about everybody else? what about everybody else? And what about the original cause, the supreme cause? That's where all yoga understanding is taking us, where it's leading us. And we're informed in the yoga text that when we head in that direction, we're going to increasingly experience this wonderful world of spirituality and harmony. That's where all the harmony is, in that direction. Look at all the attempts at harmony in the material world. It's like everywhere you look, there's no harmony. There's just one fight after another. If it's not racism, it's about something else. It's about sexism, one kind of sex problem or another. All just one hassle after another. No harmony anywhere. I'm not even going to talk about who's right and who's wrong. There's just chaos. And it gets to the point where they want to shoot at each other and kill each other, right? As we're seeing now in so many places, or threatening to kill each other. If they're not actually doing it, they're threatening to do it. So the way out of that whole mess is to simply start seeing each other as spiritual beings, children of God. All of us the same. We don't care whether you're black or blue or what sex you are or what gender you are. No, I don't care. It's irrelevant. What we're seeing is the spiritual spark, the real you, deep within all that other stuff, deep within all the external material stuff. That's what we see. And it extends even to all living entities, even to animals. The yogis have even any living entity, wherever you see living being, that's a spiritual spark of the Supreme there. There's no life without spirit. Where there's life, there is spiritual energy. So there's a nice verse in the Bhagavad Gita I just remembered. It said that a learned sage, a wise person, sees with equal vision a saintly person, an ordinary person, I can't remember it exactly, even the dog, and he sees all living beings the same, exactly the same. Why? Because he's seeing not externally, he's seeing deep into the heart, he's seeing the spiritual person there. So he sees everybody equally. There's the harmony. There's the harmony. No fighting, no killing, not even the animals. Leave the animals alone. They're doing their thing too. So this is just the beginning. This is where the harmonies start. You can actually get a little intellectual understanding of it even. And beyond that, it will go to an actual experience of it in time. So there's many great examples, and it's not limited to, this understanding. It can be had by anybody. You may be officially called a yogi, or maybe not. There's great examples in history of people who were supposedly Christians. Like everybody's heard of St. Francis of Assisi, right? Probably after Jesus, probably one of the most famous Christians ever. And he was, one of his things was that he was so immersed in this universal love that he would even hug trees. He said he would hug trees, and he had great affinity for all the different animals and birds and everything. So this is how we can recognise this harmony that's to be had. And then the further and further, the more a person tunes into the original cause or the original source, God, if you want to say like that, then that's where the harmony really clicks in, because that is isn't it? That's our real relative. Where it's described in the another yoga text that we've got an eternal bond of kinship. It's not exactly how people speak these days, but an eternal bond of kinship with the original cause, which we're eternally related. So there's the harmony. That's where we're going to find the harmony. And when we're singing these mantras, they're not just made up sounds, they're all referring to the original cause. They're all referring to God. They're names of God in a sense. Krishna, Gopala, Govinda, Gauranga. And it's said that there's many, many, many names. We don't even know them all. Just these few that we meditate on here, they're the ones, that I've received. And some of them are commonly known. Krishna especially is very commonly known. But there are many names in whatever tradition. If anybody's feeling attached to some particular spiritual tradition and they have their specific names of the Supreme that they, not a problem. There's no rule about it. The main thing is to have this understanding, this general understanding of what we're doing. That's why, for example, we don't have any, myself, I learned this whole thing from, through the yoga tradition. But when you really tune into the yoga tradition, you'll see that it's not something that you join, in a sense, like somebody will put their hand up and go, I'm a Muslim, or I'm a Christian, or I'm a this, or I'm a that. I don't do that. I can't do that. I'm not anything. I'm just a person who's got an understanding. That's all. So in other words, I don't have an argument with Christians or Hindus or Muslims or anyone. As far as I'm concerned, they're all if they're sharing this understanding to some degree, if that's the understanding they have also, then no problem. So there's no need to, I guess I'm kind of against flags. Because flags, here's my flag, and then someone else goes, here's my flag. Flags create problems. Better no flags, huh? A red flag.
Yeah.
What red
It's
flag?
like a big warning flag.
Oh, yeah. I know. I'm being silly. Sometimes flags are good, but you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say division, sectarianism, division. This is our little group here. This is our spiritual group over here, and someone's got their little spiritual group over there. No. That requires a long answer. No, I could say yes because I'm going to be chanting Hare Krishna tonight, but in another sense I can say no because I haven't joined any group. I'm not a part of a group, no. I'm not even a part of this group, so this is one of the things we like to point out, that we're here all meditating tonight together. Just see it like that. Hang on to your individuality. You've come here, you're an individual. We're going to practice meditation together. Hopefully, there'll be a little bit of camaraderie, a little bit of friendship. But we hold on to our individual. You haven't joined anything. Don't think I'm joined, or maybe I'll join, or how do I join? No. Be friendly, yes. Maybe, but it's a big thing. It's a really important thing to not see. One of the important things about yoga practice, just like we were talking before about kirtan, it makes it really easy to meditate. It's really, because if you go home and, okay, I'm going to meditate, yeah, okay, if you're really determined, you will. But generally, it's easier with other people. We've got a little bit of momentum happening, and so it's really easy, and that's why Kirtan's recommended, because just for easy, it's, and especially, anyway, so, but as soon as if a person starts to feel that, oh, this is my group, or I've joined this group, or I'm part of this, no, don't. It's not good to think like that. And there's a little bit of a, it's a little bit harsh of me to say that, because sometimes people need a society. You actually, it's one of the ways that we can, people help each other, move spiritually. If you've got a bit of support, your friend says, oh, you're sitting at home and your friend says, oh, let's go to meditation. And you go, oh, yeah, okay. So you need that encouragement from each other and that support. And that's good and that's required. And it's not wrong. And not only that, but gradually, if you meditate, you'll naturally gravitate and you'll develop friends with people who are meditating as well. And you'll hang out with them more. But it should never, that's all understandable and good. Yeah, dinner's ready. That's all understandable, good. But if it shouldn't develop into a thing where I've joined this group. It's not recommended. You need to hold on to your own, because each one of us has our own relationship with the Supreme. We have our own individuality, and sometimes groups tend to submerge. People get lost in groups, and that's why. Anyway, does that kind of make sense? The other thing with groups is you oftentimes find somebody trying to be the leader of the group, trying to be. So these things are. It's a long answer. Sorry, and I haven't even barely started. We could say a lot about it, but am I a Hare Krishna? Yes and no. Sorry. No, practicing. We're practicing tonight. So anybody, put it this way, anybody whose chance are... Huh? Well, maybe not. It's all, you could say that about somebody externally, but what does it really mean? Have I dedicated my life fully 100%? No, I haven't. Am I trying to develop spiritually? Yes. To what degree? I'm not sure. It's a work in progress. And it will be for each and every one of us. You can't think, oh, I'm a Hare Krishna now, I'm okay. Or I'm a Catholic now, I'm okay. No, it doesn't work like that. So many people superficially declare their allegiance to some particular group or another. You see what I'm saying here? A lot of people do it. And it's kind of better than nothing, but barely. Much better to be an individual, maintain your individuality, even though it's a little bit tough in a sense, because we feel like we want to be a part of something. We all do. It's natural. And we can be, but we've got to try and do that, maintaining our individuality at the same time. So,
Experience when I was younger, the people in the street in Melbourne.
yeah.
They had little questionnaires about your personality, and it was the one Tom Cruise is in.
Oh, yeah.
And my mum's like, oh my God, don't answer their questions, you'll get sucked in, and then,
Yeah, that's the thing. There's a lot of people who want you to join something, and well, you just got to take it as it is. But generally, once you tune into your own nature, you'll see there's no need to join anything. You tune into you got to get strong in your own spiritual your own understanding in your own relationship. Understand that you're a little child of God, and you make friends with people as you can, but you don't need to join anything. Just like I said here, we try and, even like a place like this, where I've just spoken out against it, there's a tendency. The tendency is always there to think, oh yeah, this is our group. But that's why I mention it all the time. No, don't think like that. It's not. Okay, we better stop. Dinner time. So, enjoy the meal, everybody, and we'll be back soon with some more chanting. Thank you.
Voice is a bit wonky, so if I crap out, you must do Stefanelli. So these chants you hear in the beginning are respects to our lineage, our line of disciplic succession. And we chant them because without them we have nothing to say on spiritual subject matter. So we offer our respects to our spiritual master and spiritual masters in the past. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Siddha Swarupananda Paramahamsa Iti Namine. Bhaja Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhattacharya. Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Hari Bol. Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Krishna Chaitanya, Hari Bol. Nityananda Balaram, Nityananda Balaram, Nityananda Balaram, Hari Bol. Nityananda Balaram, Nityananda Balaram, Nityananda Balaram, Hari Bol. Hari Bol Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Hari Bol. Hari Bol Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Hari Bol. Goranga, Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Nitai Goranga, Nitai Goranga, Hari Bol. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Gopala Govinda Rama Madana Mohana 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 Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Gopala, Gopala, Gopala. 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 Govinda, Govinda, Govinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. sometimes when we're chanting, more information is needed to stop the mind speculating, to stop the mind creating some fantasy about the chanting or whatever. So all this has been fully given by Gauranga, by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. He's Krishna himself. And he instructs us on how to chant his name, because he knows that if we chant the names of the Lord, we will find that happiness that we're looking for. So he tells us that, oh my Lord, you have hundreds and millions of names, hundreds of millions, like Gopala, Govinda, Allah, Jehovah. It doesn't matter. They're all names of God. And he said, each and every one of them is invested with all of your transcendental potency. There are not any hard and fast rules for chanting these names. You don't have to be anyone special, There's no hard and fast rules to chant these names. And he says, then he puts himself in our position. He says, but I'm so unfortunate that I have very little attraction to chant them. Even though we know it helps us, we still find that. So Lord Chaitanya's left 8 verses like this to help us understand in this way. So he also says, one can chant the holy names of the Lord in a humble state of mind, feeling oneself to be lower than the straw in the street, devoid of all sense of false prestige. Feeling more tolerant than the tree, very tolerant of others, the faults of others, seeing my own faults to be, bigger than everyone else's, really. Unless I take care of my own faults, how can I help anyone else? So take care of yourself first, right? So he advises us to chant in this way all the time with this type of humility we try and cultivate when we're chanting. And if you're finding it difficult to reach a point of humility, then you ask Krishna, please. I know that standing before you arrogantly and proud doesn't do any favors for myself. Please cut down that arrogance that stops me seeing you clearly as you are. Please take away that illusion of thinking myself so great above others. Yeah. Anyway, so when we're chanting, just some ideas. We're going to do a perversion of a little Eric Clapton number here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Radharani, Shyama Sundar, Vrindavan Hari Bol. Radharani, Shyama Sundar, Vrindavan Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Radharani, Shyama Sundar, Vrindavan Hari Bol. Radharani, Shyama Sundar, Vrindavan Hari Bol. Gopala Govinda Rama, Madana Mohana. 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 Shama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo, Radharani, Shama Sundar, Vrindavan, Haribo. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. All right, let's all do it 3 times. Jiva Krishna Das. He passed you a tissue.
Okay, so yeah, we're just going to chant a little bit more to finish off the night. Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Madana Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Govinda, Gopala, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana, Govinda, Rama, Dana, Mohana, Gopala, Govinda, Dana, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Radha Govinda, Radha Gopala, Radha Govinda, Radha Gopala, Radha Govinda, Radha Gopala, Govinda, Radha Gopala, Radha Govinda, Radha Gopala, Govinda, Radha Gopala, Radha 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 Govinda, Radha Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Govinda, Radha Gopala, Radha 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 Govinda, Radha Gopala. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Okay, so that's it for tonight, folks. Hope you had a nice time with our meditation session, and we'll be here at different times during the week. I think everybody can find the program either there or on our website. So always nice to chat with anybody and everybody. And please thank Jay for that beautiful meal tonight. And also Purana, she's over there, made the dessert. And thank you all for coming, and I hope we'll see you again sometime. Namaste, thank you.